Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new series, to a new FIFA. It's the Club America career mode and it's now in FIFA 19. Excited, super excited to be able to bring this to you guys. I'm back with more content than ever. So hopefully you guys can stick around, support the channel as much as you guys have already. Over 600 subscribers. I am immensely proud of that. And well, we're going to jump straight into all of this. Here you guys can see playing with the latest squads. Difficulty is going to be on legendary. Everything is up to date. We're good. We're ready to go. We're going to jump into this series and we're going to try to get Las Águilas del América to that 13th championship. Hopefully we can make it. Hopefully we can do it on FIFA 19. So if you guys do enjoy the video, if you guys are excited, make sure you guys let me know by liking this video. Make sure you guys share it with everyone else as well. So we're gonna jump into the preseason friendlies tournament, and it's gonna be the North American All-Star Trophy. We're gonna be traveling up north from Mexico into the United States, and we're going to try to cement ourselves a little bit of preseason friendly games and a bit of cash flow as well. So here are the objectives. Youth development, it's quite simple. Got to sign 4 players for each position: goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, and forwards, and then I think we'll be able to accomplish fairly easily. Brand exposure, sign 1 crucial first team player into that forward position spot, which is exactly what we're going to try to do. We're going to talk about transfers and everything that I want to do just a little bit later. After that, financial, there isn't really anything. Domestically speaking, we do have to reach the playoff final for both the Apertura and Clausura, and within 2 seasons we need to make sure that we become playoff champions in the Apertura and the Continental success. Within 3 seasons we have to get to the Copa Latinoamerica and reach the final. So we have quite some time to do so, and we have quite the squad to do it as well. So talking about the squad itself, we're going to jump into the lineup. There you go, the 4-4-2. I might just switch it up, and I will show you guys this formation that I want to switch it up in just a bit. But here you guys can see already the players that we got to our disposal. Here you guys can already see some of the ratings, which I think are quite fair, to a little bit more fair than others. I think Ibarra should have been at least a 75. But here's the main man himself, Mr. Diego Lainez, the kid, the wonder kid, is definitely going to be a big part to our season. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, he does not play like a 70. All right, he plays so much better than a 70, and I will show you guys some of the highlights that he has in the upcoming games. But here is the formation I am willing to switch to, that 4-5-1 attack. I think with what I want to bring in, with I think some of the suggestions that you guys have left me on Twitter, I think this would be ideal for us to go forward. Now, whether or not this is actually going to work for us, we'll have to wait and see. I will put to test this formation in a couple of friendlies in the preseason tournament, see what we have available to ourselves, and then from there on, we'll see whether or not we need to add a little bit more firepower to our arsenal. But for the most part, I am content on trying this formation out. I think it's going to work well, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be a trial and error kind of situation, but hopefully it does end up being like that. But make sure you guys do let me know. Do you guys want me to stick with that 4-4-2? Do you guys want me to try this 4-5-1? What is it going to be that you guys want me to see the most in this series? I want you guys to be as involved as possible. So talking about transfers, we're going to jump into the transfer hub, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I have in mind. Now, I need a strong center back partnership with Edson Alvarez. Bruno Valdez is good. Emmanuel Aguilera isn't my favorite, so I think if we bring in a strong center back, then I think we're going to be safe in that position. And it's between Zapata and Hector Moreno. So either we're going to bring in the Colombian or we're going to try to bring in the Mexican Hector Moreno. But let me know in the comment section down below, after you guys see these players, who do you guys want to see come to America? Who would you guys like me to sign? We have about $30-something thousand worth of financial transfers, and here's some of the players. Now, I did want to reinforce that midfield. I think we do have a player or two that we can sell and see and get something else, but here's a man that's very highly linked to us in real life. It's Mr. Diego Valdez, someone who's been doing very well in Morelia. And then of course we have Sebastian Giovinco, who in the past couple of FIFAs has come to the Estadio Azteca, has come to America and has absolutely ripped the league apart. And then Joseph Martinez, the man on everyone's lips right now, not even just in the MLS, a couple of European teams, and of course in Liga MX. He would be absolutely amazing to have him on there. But we're going to have both of those Santos brothers on here as well. We're going to try to see if we can try to scoop one of them or maybe both of them. Now, the cool thing about this is Giovinco, Giovanni, and Jonathan all have their contracts expiring within 12 months. So potentially some of these players could not see could see, better said, the likes of, 2, maybe 3 of them could come in the January transfer window on a free until next season. But if that is the case, that would be nice. So we're gonna just leave it at that. I'm not gonna make any signings this video because I think I want to hear you guys' opinions. I want to hear what you guys have and your recommendations. At the end of the day, I think you guys just give me what you guys want to know. Give me what you guys want to see. I'm going to try to make it happen. We don't have the biggest of budgets. Of course, we have only what we got, which is about, like I said, 30-something thousand. And now, interesting enough, Oscar Jimenez, who is our backup goalkeeper, we have received a transfer offer from Deportivo de La Coruña. And I waited over thinking maybe I could get a little bit more money for him if I negotiated. But then I saw he's valued at 1.4 million. They're giving me about 1.9. It could, in theory, be a really good deal. So I decided to accept the offer and see what happens after that. And we'll have to wait and see exactly what happens with Oscar Jimenez. But for the meantime, we're not going to worry so much about the transfer window. We're going to focus more on the players we have at our disposal. Now, talking about players at our disposal, we do want to hire a scout in order for us to kind of achieve the objective of the youth academy. Now, we're going to sign Mr. Larry Marthis. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea, but we are going to set up the scouting network in Mexico and hopefully get a bunch of talented players. We're just going to get with all type of players. Hopefully we get a goalkeeper, hopefully we get a defender, a midfielder, and a forward, all which could potentially be amazing for the club. But with that said, I don't want to focus so heavily on trying to bring in a player in this video. Like I said, I'm waiting for your guys' suggestions. I want to see you. I want to hear what you guys have in mind. Let me know. Díganme, what is it that you guys want for this career mode? Who do you guys want to see in an America jersey? And who are you guys excited for to potentially try to bring to the club? I know Joseph Martinez is a big name. We'll have to wait and see. But for the meantime, we're going to focus on what we have because I think America in general has a pretty strong squad. We have depth and we have a lot of good young potential talent. Now, we're going to move into our first game of the preseason. It's going to be a friendly and we're going to move around some pieces. We're going to see exactly how each player plays and how they feel on the pitch. Now, it was important for me to get some of the youngsters a little bit of a game time. You guys are going to see Leon playing. You guys are going to see Vargas, Georgie Sanchez. Obviously, these players coming with a big reputation on what they've showcased. Not so much Leon, but the likes of Georgie Sanchez, who has showcased that he has potential after scoring that wonderful goal against Morelia. And then, of course, some of the big name players like Roger Martinez, see how he plays on this FIFA. Henry Martin, giving him an opportunity to play up top with Roger and see what they're capable of doing. So, pretty big game for some of these players. I am testing them out. Cecilio Dominguez isn't playing, but Ibargüen is. Now, these are two left wingers who in real life may not be exactly 100% the best players, but in FIFA, they look pretty solid. They look pretty decent. And of course, they are going to be battling out for that left wing position. But we're going to move on into the first matchup. I hope you guys are excited to see what Las Águilas del América have in store. So we're in sunny California. Well, not so sunny for this match. As you see, it's raining. We are at the StubHub Center in Carson, California, where recently the team actually went to go train in the Super Clásico when they came down here to LA, but that's a different side note. Now, we're going to move on into the 23rd minute of the match after that wonderful Roger shot that just goes into the hands of the goalkeeper. We're going to move on, 24th minute of the match. There again, Roger again trying to do that little, you flip, it's a really cool animation in FIFA 19. You kind of just hold and move the ball, move the right trigger, and then the player will try to adjust his body movement and do kind of a ball roll, or there you guys can see kind of a ball up in the air kind of situation. But still, nonetheless, we're looking to be really good. And in the 36th minute of the match, Roger Martinez trying to get that goal so much, and the ball just goes up and over the bar, but very, very close. And it looks like Roger is hungry for some goals. Now, moving on into the 45th minute of the match. Literally seconds before the referee blows the whistle, Roger Martinez plays a beautiful, beautiful ball to Henry Martin, who seems like he's slowing down, takes the shot from outside the 18-yard box and puts it under, where the goalkeeper has no way of reaching it. And Henry Martin says present in the preseason, scoring a wonderful goal from the outside box. Now, Henry is one of those players who we know he needs confidence, he needs minutes, and as a good friend of mine, Dylan, would say, he needs the opportunity to showcase his talent. And boy, what talent does he have? If he's able to put that ball into the back of the net, what more is he going to be able to do for us in the regular season if we continue to give him some minutes? Now, he will have to earn them, but so far so good. 45 minutes in, and he scored a beautiful goal. Now the referee's going to blow the whistle. We're going to go into the first half of FIFA 19 preseason friendly, and what more can we say? I think the team was playing at that point pretty decent. Now, of course, new animatronics, new mechanics, new feeling of the game. I haven't really played it as much. This is on EA Early Access, so I am very limited to what I can do if I want to stretch this out as much as possible, because, of course, you know, the game's only, you know, oh, well, let's talk about this before I move on further. Look at this type of goal that I just conceded. 48th minute of the match. I will tell you one thing. Emmanuel Aguilera had no idea what he was doing. You guys try to pick him up on your screen right there. Look at, he just gets caught ball watching. Leon tries to cover for him. The forward does wonderful to receive that ball. Marchesin comes out but isn't able to do anything about it, and he slots it home. And I mean, that's just probably one of many outrageous goals that we are going to concede this season. But now an opportunity for Henry to put the ball into the back of the net. But oh, Henry with his left foot puts it out wide. Like I was mentioning, though, you know, with this new difficulty, I did find it a little bit difficult to kind of get the ball sometimes. They do break you down a little bit harder, and it is harder to break them down. So it's fun. It's overall fun, and it's a good experience, and it's fun, except when you do stupid mistakes like this. Trying to clear the ball, trying to play out the back is probably not the best thing to do this FIFA so early in the game. And I'll tell you why. Because look at this. We clear the ball, give it back to Georgie Sanchez tries to play out the ball. Of course, my mistake. And then, of course, we concede because of that. We're 2-1 down, and I do not want to lose this game. Now, Diego Lainez with an opportunity, cuts inside, does wonderful to get rid of one of the defender, and then plays the ball out through to Joe Corona. Joe giving it back to Diego Lainez, who cuts inside, who puts in a wonderful ball for Oribe. And look at that. Look at that for a goal. Look at that for a finish. And what a pass by Diego Lainez. El Cepillo Peralta putting his trademark finish on the game and rescuing a point in this preseason friendly. And look at this, Diego Lainez with a beautiful ball. And then what Oribe Peralta does, well, it's what Oribe Peralta is always meant to do. Look at this beautiful finish from Cepillo. Puts the ball into the back of the net. It's 2-2 with only minutes left. Can we grab another one and cement 3 points at the beginning of FIFA 19? We'll have to wait and see. Now an opportunity here to switch, and Oribe Peralta gives the ball out to who? Mateus Uribe, and the goalkeeper does well. Probably should have finished that a lot better, but in the 93rd minute of the match, things are looking quite tense, looking like there's an opportunity to go through, but oh, Emmanuel Aguilera trying to make up for his mistake earlier, but the ball goes over the bar. And then after that, the referee should then blow the whistle. We are past the 93rd minute of the match. He does so. Referee blows the whistle, and after 90 minutes, it looks like we rescue a draw. A very fun game in the end. I think a very, very fun atmosphere. And what more can I say? It looks like this game's going to be exactly what we were hoping for, exactly what we were expecting. And the team's looking well. I will say this much, you know, with the amount of chances we had, with the amount of mistakes that we made, for us to rescue a point, I will not say it's a good thing, but I will say that it probably isn't the worst situation ever. Now we're going to move on straight into that second match. Now we have 3 games for you today in this video. So we're going to jump straight into this match against Orlando City. Now I'm going to make a couple of movements here just to show you guys exactly what I'm trying to do. and it's going to be important that I try out different situations, different players, because once we get into that apertura, it's going to be starting 11 after week in and week out. So some of these players are playing for a very tough position, and we'll have to wait and see whether or not they can respond to that. But you guys will see that I am putting a couple of the youngsters to get some minutes and maybe potentially contest for a starting spot. Now remember, here's a player that I did not mention, and it's Jeremy Menes. That's right, the Frenchman is still in our squad. Believe it or not, some of us would have probably forgotten about him because of his injury. Now he is on 1 year left on his contract, so we do have quite of a dilemma with Jeremy Menes that we will talk about further in another video, in another career mode episode. But I think for the most part, should be interesting to see how he plays and whether or not he can incorporate something to this squad. Now, opening this game up in the 20th minute of the match, not much happened in between there. An opportunity for Orlando City to get something out of a corner. Now, look at this. I thought this was absolutely amazing. They are doing the Ola. They are doing the wave, or, quote unquote, the Mexican wave. But that right there just shows you the details that EA has put into the game. And look at this opportunity that Orlando City almost score. What a result that would have been for them. Now, an opportunity for us to break here in the 27th minute of the match. Paulo Aguilar finds who? Diego Lainez gonna finesse it into the back of the net, and the 18-year-old makes his mark on the team, scoring a wonderful goal and putting us in a driving seat position. Diego Lainez, the wonder kid himself, does wonderful. I think it took a deflection. We'll have to wait and see right now, but a great build-up play from us. Look at this. The movement, the shot, the finesse, and oh, what a wonderful reception from the team. There you guys can see right there, it does take quite a bit of a deflection, enough to beat the goalkeeper, but it was going on target, so they will be given to Diego Lainez. And within a couple of minutes, 20 odd so minutes, we get a very good result. Now moving on to the 50th minute of the match, not much happened after that goal, and an opportunity for Orlando City to get a shot away, but Marchesín does well to cover his first post. Now an opportunity for Orlando City to break through and try to get us on the counter attack, and they do. It's Dom Dwyer who puts the ball into the back of the net. Marchesín, nothing he could have done about that, and it looks like poor defending on our end. This is why I say I need a strong center back. Bruno Valdez didn't showcase much there, and then Emmanuel Aguilera, well, you guys saw exactly what he did in the last matchup. Now we're gonna move on into the 69th minute of the match. Can we get anything going now? It's Jeremy Menes. Jeremy Menes gets blocked right there. An opportunity now to get something going, unable to do so, but then Jeremy Menes finds who? Cecilio Dominguez cuts inside as well. Is he gonna finesse it? Yes, he is, and it's in the back of the net, and we're 2-1 up against Orlando City at the sub-up center. And what a beautiful goal by Cecilio Dominguez, who celebrates with Renato Ibarra. Wish EA would do a little bit more on trying to make the players look a little bit more like themselves. I mean, everyone has a generic face, and at this point, Oribe Peralta probably should get a re-face scan, or at least give him a beard. But hey, what more can we say, right? Now, Jeremy Menes is going to come off. He had a pretty decent game, I will say this. He does interest me in what he's capable of doing for us. Whether or not we will keep him for any longer in the season, that's going to be up to him, and that's going to be up to us, whether or not we think he's performing to a degree. Now, the referee blows the whistle. That game probably wasn't the most exciting one we could have played. A couple of chances here and there, but nothing too crazy. But we do walk away with all 3 points. Orlando City is going to be looking like maybe they should have deserved a bit more. But for the most part, I think the team is starting to look exactly how we want them to play. Now, in these games, I have tried a little bit of that 4-5-1 situation. I have seen, though, that while we do go forward, I feel like maybe we do struggle in holding our structure in the midfield. I feel like we do leave a little bit of gaps, but that it is fixable with the new custom tactics. We can just tell our center mids and our center attacking mids to play a little bit more narrow. Now we're gonna move on into the last game of the we're gonna move on into the last game of today's episode, and it's against Vancouver Whitecaps over there in Vancouver, actually, and we're gonna try and cement a very good lead. Now, 9th minute of the match, Ibargüen tries to take one player on, does so, does very well, cuts inside, does a great roulette, now still has the ball, great ball into Mateus Uribe, who slots that into the back of the net. Goalkeeper maybe should have done more, but it's the international Colombian who puts his huella on today's game. Look at this performance from Ibargüen, absolutely amazing. Now here's a person I have heavily criticized. If you guys have listened to the Eagle Eye podcast, Ibargüen is one of those players I've heavily criticized. But in this FIFA game, my goodness, does he have some flair to him. Now, moving on into the 15th minute of the match, Marchesín gives the ball away very poorly. We're going to try to get it back, but unable to do so. And then look at this wonderful shot, but it's Marchesín who finds himself even better. And, we save ourselves, and Marchesín kind of makes up for his mistake. Now, moving on into the 24th minute of the match, it's Roger Martinez who comes inside, finesses it. No, he just takes a rocket of a shot, and the goalkeeper probably should have done better at his near post. But regardless of the fact, Roger Martinez scores second one of the night for us, and 25 minutes into the Vancouver Stadium, we are leading by 2 goals. And look at this performance, look at this goal, and look at the cut-in. Absolutely what you want to see from Roger Martinez, who looks like he's adapting to the team. Whether or not he will adapt to the league, that's for another story. Now, America 2, Vancouver Whitecaps 0. Now, moving on into the second half, Ibargüen, who I believe had a wonderful game alongside with this man, Insarulde, or whatever his name is. I have no idea, but finds Roger Martinez, and yet again, the Colombian finds the back of the net. It's 3-0. America lead with a wonderful pass, and I think it took a deflection as well. Yep, look right there, takes a deflection. Goalkeeper kind of gets a little bit off with his footing, and Roger Martinez yet puts the ball into the back of the net. It's 2 goals for Mr. Colombia himself. Now, an opportunity for us to get another one here in the 59th minute of the match, 57th, excuse me. Now, it's Ibargüen with a beautiful ball into Mateus Uribe, the 2 Colombians linking up for what is a sensational goal. Mateus Uribe there celebrating with the fans and with his teammates. What a wonderful performance from everyone, really. This game absolutely brought the best of everyone, especially the Colombians. Roger, Ibargüen, Mateus Uribe. It looks like that triangle is actually linking beautifully. And I could say this, it looks like the performance is actually doing very well. Now, this is a game that I played with that 4-5-1. I noticed that we were very forward in our attacking. We did get dispossessed at times and we were caught off, but I think our defensively, tactics worked very well. Now, at the end of the day, the referee blows the whistle. We get a outstanding lead of a 4-0 result, and that should qualify us into the first place. We'll see who we will get in the next round. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed the beginning of what should be a great Club America series. If you guys are excited, again, leave me a comment in the section down below. Let me know who you guys want me to sign, and let me know what are you guys most excited about. FIFA 19. We're going to try to extend this series. We're going to try to get as much through it as we can, and then of course we're gonna try and just absolutely derail every team that comes our way. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing the new content, and I hope you guys are excited. Let me know in the comment section down below, as always, whether you guys did or not and who we should sign. But until next time, I'll be seeing you guys very soon, and as always, Arriba la América, and take care. Goodbye.